So do you think that Prime is in Meek's head?
I don't think so. That was something that we touched on a little bit in the broadcast, but I think it's just one mentality succeeding over the other.
That's
I think he overcame the folding chair mentality. It's just that the killer instinct took over.
all right. Looks like we got a kickoff here, and it was taken in the end zone. This game has started. Official SML Super Bowl. This is your boy QB and ZZ. Going to give you some live commentary on this Super Bowl between Prime and Oshi. It should be a big one. As Prime takes the first snap, Andrew Luck on the center, right side strong for about 2 yards.
So one of the things I want to look at here is that the Colts have an outside run game. The problem with that is the Bears like to run this 2-3-6 formation. They always have they love to have six defensive backs, and that's really strong against the pass and outside runs. What Prime is going to have to do to take over this game on the ground is to pound it inside, pound those off tackle runs, and pretty much just abandon those stretch plays.
Yes, 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 yes. Those he hit him with a quick right over the middle, and there goes the Bears user in
And
effect on
and
the
so
second play of the game.
that's why he's here. He has that deadly user ability. You didn't know where he was going to go. He put the doubt in your mind. You know his reputation. He panicked, and Prime panicked, and Oshi took advantage of it. If he's going to
Yeah,
stay in this game, it's because of that user ability. Because he can go over the middle, basically take away that whole deal, and then force you to go elsewhere. What I want to see from Prime to attack that user ability is if you give him a strong side look, if you overload one side of the offense, he's naturally going, or Oshi will naturally take his user over that way. That's going to give you one on ones or potentially open holes in the zone on the opposite side, and that's where you have to attack him. Do not challenge the user, get him to run away from a spot and throw to that spot where he no longer is.
Trubisky takes the first snap for the game, and we got 3-4 yards on the first play for the Bears.
So he's going to try to pound Tariq Cohen early and often, try to get this run game established, and use the passing game as a follow up on that.
If it's not just a play art, it looked like Ochi's going to go for these corners. Corner routes are completely open, so are the flats.
Yeah, so the problem was is that because of that bunch formation, Prime's a good player. He knows he adjusted his defense to fade outside, and so all that was left was the running back out in the flats.
All right, we got a little bunch formation here on the left hand side as Trubisky steps back for the first snap. I mean, for the second snap of the game, as he passes outside to the flats and it's a triple team tackle.
So I think what's happening here is Oshi's trying to play safe. He knows that he needs to use Cohen. He knows that he's at a deficit in the skill position department outside of him. So he's going to try to utilize him in the run game and the quick pass game. As this field goal does go through, we have the Bears
Yes.
up 3-0, and we're ready to kick off once again.
Yes. So as we started off, the Bears get a big interception, go up 3 points. You take those 3 points because you have created a turnover, and is Prime in a bit of a pickle here in the beginning.
I think if it were a normal user with the big lights and you make a mistake and the opponent capitalizes off it right away, I would say yes, absolutely. But when you have somebody like Prime who's been here literally for the 15th time, he's been down before, he's made mistakes before, he knows how to keep himself in the game, wait for his moment, and take advantage of it.
As he connects with Ebron for a quick first down on the first play
And
of
so
his
that's
second
one
drive.
where he had his read, the user took away the read, and he went away from it. That's good to see.
Yeah, it was a nice out route by Prime, and it looks like he's straying away from those deep passes because he knows Oshi's user,
And you
so he's
notice
going with out routes.
Absolutely. And you notice here he ran an inside zone as opposed to the stretch play on the first time. It's a 4 yard
Yes,
gain, which isn't sexy, but hey, if you average 4 yards a play, that's a touchdown every drive.
as Andrew Luck is getting under center, as Prime takes a snap, he's looking, he's got him to the side, incomplete in the flat play.
So this play here was one where he had that angle route open, but he respected Oshi's user ability too much, took too long, had to take the check down, and it was covered.
Yeah. By the time he saw that angle route, I think it was too late, just like that one. Oh, but he still completes a high throw by Prime over the middle to Ebron.
Ebron made a play. It's going to happen.
Andrew Luck comes on the center. It looks like this might be a run play to the right. Yes, sir.
So he got a stretch play there. He did get the 4 yards. That's something I'm going to be concerned with. If he has a heavy stretch game plan, look for Oshie to be able to shut that down.
Yes. Oh, she's spreading out again. Prime's checking. Looks like got a run in the middle. Oh, and a nice hole, first down.
And you
Colts.
you see the difference between the stretch play and that dive. If he continues to attack him up the middle, get rid of this 6 defensive back look, force him to bring more guys in the box. That's going to completely change what Oshie wants to do. I challenge Prime, pound the rock, pound the inside, make him adjust.
Yeah. And as Oshie is changing up the lineup a little bit, he still has the same stretch formation. We're gonna see if Prime runs through the middle or he's back for pass. Pass over the middle is complete to out of the backfield, number 15 for a first down.
So that's just methodical mid-range passes. He's going to keep getting those crossers, make Oshie commit, and throw it elsewhere. He's got a wide open pass here. Had to throw it away.
There's two people wide open over the middle. Prime wisely throws the ball away.
So that's one where he knew he had his read, but unfortunately he had a defender in the backfield that had to force him off his platform. He wasn't going to make the throw, and you're right, that was a wise throwaway.
Andrew Luck has his X factor going. What's Andrew Luck's X factor?
So Andrew Luck's X factor is pro reads. What that does is it allows you to see the first open receiver as they come open. The icon will kind of flash
Yeah.
and give you that indication. There's another dive play. I'm telling you that dive play will be there all day until he makes Oshie switch up that defense.
Yes, he's gonna have to. As Andrew Luck get ready to take the snap under center, he hands it off up the middle for about 8 yards.
All day until he switches it up. So
Oh,
now you know it's inside the 5 yard line, right? He's going to switch
yes,
up
sir.
from that dime look. The inside handoff isn't going to be there. So look for Prime to spread him out and go for a pass play here.
He's either gonna go try for a quick pass play or he's gonna run it to the outside. Because Oshie
See, he went
should
for the.
adjust.
So what happened here? Prime saw I'm pounding this rock up the middle. Oshie is weak on the inside. What he may not have noticed is the only reason he's weak on the inside is because of that defense. As soon as he switched it up to a 46 defense, he's no longer weak up there. So trying to take advantage of that isn't going to be work quite as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So Prime here has third down and 5 as the Colts try to put up their first points for this Super Bowl. As we got Andrew Luck stepping back, he got T.Y. Hilton coming across for the quick handoff and tackling in the back. That wasn't T.Y. Hilton.
That was
That's
Paris
coming again.
Campbell. Paris Campbell on the jet sweep. So that's a play that Prime loves to run. He's trying to stretch him horizontally. I would have loved to see a pass play there. I know people in the goal line situation don't really like to attack Oshie because his user takes up literally a third of the field. But because you know he's going to be scrunched up to stop the run, he's more open on the outside. We'll see. We've got a tie game 3-3 just into the second quarter as we have the kick return.
Yes, as Oshie gets his second possession of the game. We've had 4 possessions in this game. That's been on for each player. We've wasted a full quarter of football. You think these guys are a little testy out here? Maybe respecting each other a
So
little
there's
too much?
a lot of it's a bit of feeling out, right? So you see that the game is tied at 3-3, but if you think about it, Oshie's run 4 plays now, and I think he's gained a total of 1 yard between all 4 of those plays, maybe 3 yards between
Yes,
all of those plays. So Prime feels like he's in great condition, and you may see Oshie start to press as his run game is not working like he hoped it would.
yes. As Trubinsky steps back for the second play of this series, second and 12.
So
He's
here
making
we
a few
saw him.
adjustments.
He thought he had the run play. I talked to Prime earlier this week, trying to get an
Inside.
insight on what his mentality was, and he said he knows the number one key for him to win this game is to shut down Tariq Cohen, and you see him doing exactly like that here.
Yes. Trubinsky stepping back in a shotgun formation. Prime is adjusting defense to handle the draw. As he steps back, makes hits him on the little uh, out route
Yeah, so that was a
for
corner route, which just happened to be
corner.
perfect against that cover three cloud look. I know Oshie likes the corner routes. He's got these big body receivers. Get them in one-on-one situations. Let him post up like a basketball player.
Travinsky, play action play on another corner route. That corner route seems to be open quite often.
Yeah, so there's the out route down on the outside. What he's going to try to do is open up Prime, get him to fan out, and then he'll probably run some post leveling on the inside. And here's that famous option play that just
Wow.
destroyed the Eagles. I
Wow.
wonder
Wow.
how much he's going to be able to utilize this now since he has more tape on it. You see, it's very effective the first time.
Yeah, it's very effective the first time, but after watching so much during the Eagles, I don't think this formation is necessarily. I don't know if we took that out. I don't think we did, but
So that's
that
a
was a monster
formation you use
formation.
to take advantage of
Yeah,
bad
that's a
teams. I don't know how else to say it other than bad teams. That's one he used it twice against me, and after two tackles for loss, he didn't call it again. I don't expect him to
yeah.
use that very much against Prime. It's almost disrespectful bringing it out, to be honest with you.
Yes. That's why I was so surprised. It's called the monster, isn't it?
Yes, it's a monster gun formation. Like it only works against people that don't understand what's happening when you do it. I don't
Yeah.
expect him to bring it out very much in this game.
Yes. All right. As Trubinsky's and as Oshie's sitting here, he's trying to figure out what play he's going to bring out on Prime, the master play to win the Super Bowl. Oshie needs to score. He needs to put up 7 here to really have a chance. If he puts up another 3, I think that's going to put Oshie on his back foot.
I think what Oshie may try to do here is chew up as much of this clock as possible, leave Prime with as few minutes as possible coming in to end the second half. That way he knows Prime is going to have to attack downfield and he has a better chance of stopping it.
Yes. As he takes a dive play right up the middle for about 7, 8 yards.
And so Oshie's happy where he's at on the field. He's going to take his time finding his play call. I don't expect him to snap this ball before the 2 minute warning. Try to burn one, maybe two of Prime's timeouts. Obviously, your primary objective is going to be to get in that end zone, though.
Yes. So Trubinsky steps back. He's in a pistol formation.
Yeah,
Looks
so
like
what
he's
he
gonna
was
run to
going for there is he had a triple option called, I believe. He was going to see if Prime gave him a favorable look. If the defense looked like he could take advantage of it, he was going to snap. If not, he always planned on making sure that he held that ball.
all right. We got Trubinsky on the center. He's making a few changes here. He is running to the right side. Oh, good juke inside, fake inside. First touchdown, Bears.
There it is. So he's just letting Cohen be an athlete out in space. He got a great cut block by the wide receiver there on the outside. I mean, he basically walked in after making it look pretty, like you said.
So Oshie had to score right there. That was a big score by Oshie. It puts him up 7 points over Prime. Puts Prime on his back heel, and now it's up to the goat and to see is the goat the goat. Is he going to tie this game up before halftime, or at least put up some points?
You know he's gunning for it. I think if he ends up with a field goal here, I honestly think he's happy because then you're within less than a score game. It's one score to get back up in the game. That being said, you know he's gunning for that end zone, and you know that Oshie knows he's gunning for it too. So we're gonna see how they play off each other here.
So now we have a complete different mindset from Prime as Andrew Luck takes his first snap and does quick drop play up the middle for about 1 to 0 yards.
There's that post. It's dangerous. He hits it at least twice a game,
Wow.
and Paris Campbell goes into the end zone. We've got a tie game, but you have to wonder, did Prime leave Oshie too much time on the clock? A minute 20, that's plenty of time for Oshie to march down and maybe get up ahead. That was still great play, great execution to get the touchdown on that play action play.
Yeah, as I was saying before in the beginning of the broadcast, Oshie has to protect those deep plays from Prime. if you allow Prime to get off two or three of those plays a game, it's almost impossible to beat him, and he's always looking for
Always. I mean, that's his bread and butter right there. He's going to land at least one or two of those deep cross or post routes, and he's going to land at least one or two of the wheel routes down deep, and he's going to take advantage of it. It's tough to take it away. You saw Oshie biting down for maybe quick plays to take a long drive, and Prime took advantage of it.
him. As Trubinsky snaps, quick run up the middle for Cole, and about 6 7 yards.
Yeah, so what he was doing there is he was just giving it one shot to try to take a quick play and give Cohen the ball. He's going to try to take it downfield here. That was a dangerous throw. You wonder why he didn't give his streak a shot. He had plenty of open green grass in front of him on the inside. I know throwing it deep over the middle is dangerous, but if you've got 51 seconds left in the half, you've got to try to take your shot.
Yeah, as Trubinsky steps back, it did look like Oshie is trying to play it a bit conservative here and might be settled with getting 3 points
So
as
he
he
got pass
tosses over
interference
the
now,
deep
so now
flat.
he's in a good
Oh
spot.
wow, big pass interference call. How do you
Absolutely.
feel? How do you feel about the increase in pass interferences calls in the last few updates?
I feel like it was necessary, but they just did it wrong. There are plenty of times where pass interference occurs, but if it wasn't a desired pass interference, if there wasn't a specific animation for it to be pass
Yeah,
interference, it doesn't get called anyway. What they
yeah,
did was they upped the chance for a pass interference
yeah.
animation, which is the wrong way to do it. I can't tell you how many times I've thrown the ball to a guy getting bumped at the line and they didn't call it while the ball was in the air.
Yes,
And that
yes, yes.
usually leads to an interception. So
As Trubinsky hands off to Cohen again. Oh, good couple jukes, almost a first down there by the Chicago Bears.
So you see here, Oshi's starting to get into a little bit of a groove. What he's going to try to do here is set up to where he hopes Prime is going to stop the big play, the big advantage play. Second and short is prototypical time for a big play. He goes for the run, and it gets taken away. So now Oshi, he has to
Mm.
call that timeout. He's got one left. He's got enough time for one play to get into the end zone, two if he wants to try to get the first down first.
He just
But
tried the magic Trubinsky play, and Prime seemed to stuff that one.
that's right, and I don't expect it to be one to work a lot. I know that's one that Prime noticed out on the in the film with the Gov game, the NFC Championship game. He's going to try to make sure he stops it. We're going to see if he can utilize it more often. Tariq Cohen is just dangerous out in the field, though. He did get tackled before he could get out of bounds. It's field goal time.
So, with the game at 10-10, it looked like I thought Oshie might backpedal, especially if Prime scored quick. Prime scored quick on him, and then Oshie came back and he's swinging back.
Yeah, and so I think Oshie played that drive very well. He wanted to make sure he was the last one to score. Obviously, you would have liked to see probably a good 12 seconds longer to give him really a good shot to get into the end zone. But if he ends up this half up three, Oshie's happy walking into the second half that way, especially since Prime takes this out of the end zone and doesn't go for a deep pass, virtually giving up on the end of this half. Now, I
Yes, yes.
believe Oshie gets the ball back. Is that right?
Yeah, I think Oshie gets the ball back.
Yeah, so
Prime has it first.
that's going to set him up where he's up three and has the ball. Oshie's perfectly content with this 3 point lead going into the second half. And there's the infamous shank with Prime's lovely internet connection. He's due for at least one or two kicks a game, every single game that go completely off target. We'll see how badly this affects him here.
Yes, yes, yes. That that is one thing with Prime. Field goals and punts are not his best forte, but for a person is good that is this good, it doesn't really make a difference. As he gets ready to take a snap under center, Trubinsky's back, open over the middle, first down.
There's one where I would have liked to see Prime audible out of that call. I get the call, but from the formation set, you could tell he knew he was defeated. He took that safety strong to the left side, which left the right side completely wide open. But this is exactly what he was trying to stop, and Tariq Cohen doesn't care.
Yes, as he takes a quick snap up the middle, Tariq Cohen shakes the first guy, second guy tackle right before the first down, 8 yards.
And he's going to be able to get those little bit all game. It's just whether he breaks one loose or not.
Trubinsky takes a snap, takes a draw out of shotgun formation, almost gets the first down, 3rd and inches.
If he had that hole there where the lineman wasn't in the way, he was gone. That's one where Oshi's going to be shaking his head a little bit. He's going to be wishing things went slightly differently. But here, 3rd and inches, he's going to have to give Cohen a breather. We're going to see if he sticks to the run to try to pound that rock or if he goes for a quick pass.
Yeah, with Oshie, he's probably gonna do a different type of run. He's gonna use somebody else. That yeah, Cohen's out of the backfield, so he's gonna do a quick play up the middle here with what's number 20?
That's Connor.
Connor. With Connor. Connor gets the first down.
Yeah, and so that's one where that was dangerous because Prime had a blitzing linebacker that looked like he was going to eat that hole up, but he got blocked there just by the tight end. And then even on the opposite side, he had another blitzing linebacker that barely got chipped by that guard. It was a safe call, but at the same time, I'd call it gutsy because you know Prime wants that run play. You know he wants to stop it, and there he barely doesn't make that catch on the corner route.
And barely doesn't make that catch. But looks like Prime might be on it a little bit. He's adjusted.
So that formation to me is a noob killer. You're going to attack the outside at least 75% of the time from this formation. So all you have to do is fan all your defense outside, and you as a user can generally take away the inside. Watch as Prime does that. And so because Prime took away both of the drags quick, Oshi had to dump it off to the running back, and he's got a guy there. He ran to cover two. He's ready for that, and it's an incomplete
Yes.
pass, which it would have been a loss if it wasn't a drop. So that was lucky.
He's spreading the field. He's also pressing up a bit, and that's gonna cancel that out every time.
Every single time. I hate that. I love that formation when people run it against me, but I don't
Yeah,
ever
you
use
can
it because it's just telegraphs
do it.
everything.
Yes, telegraphs everything.
But
But you can
Tariq Cohen is dangerous. I'm sorry to take it over. I just get so excited watching such an electrifying runner. He's going to make moves. He's going to make you look silly, and he's going to frustrate the hell out of you. Great run.
yeah. For some reason on my laptop, I'm having trouble pulling up Prime Stream,
Mm.
and you are a couple seconds ahead of me, so
Well,
I'm
for
not
some
laughing.
reason,
I'm
we've
just
got Tariq
listening.
Cohen coming in up the gut for a
Up the gut again
big
for another
touchdown.
touchdown. Touchdown, Bears. Another big touchdown for the Bears. It looks like Oshie wants his first title. He's tired of being known as the guy that is so good but has never won a title. We get a big, big drive right there by Oshie, and the score is 21-10. Oshie over Prime.
So we've got that 20 to 10 score. Oshi is trying to take a commanding lead. Watch for Prime to take one or two real big shots deep. However, Oshi knows that as well, so I would actually look to see a run to open up, get about 6 yards where you have a comfortable conversion rate, and then go over the top.
This is a big moment for Prime. He's down 10 points. He has 4 minutes left in the third. He has to make a couple big plays here. He does a quick draw up the middle, which gets him a big first down for about 15
And
yards.
so that's exactly what I want to see from Prime. You know you have him in that six defensive back look. You just run it up the gut. You get that good, comfortable yardage, and you take it to town. This is what I don't want to see against for Prime. Do not run stretch against all the speed that Oshi has on the field. It's not going to work. Run it up the
Yes.
gut. Keep moving the ball. Don't get greedy.
And he's been following that scheme pretty much the whole game as he spreads everybody out here for a definite pass play. As he goes deep over the middle to number 15 again. I keep forgetting this young man's name, but
Paris
it's
Campbell
another
is
big
a
touchdown.
monster, and we knew he would take a
Wow.
deep shot. It was just a matter of when. He did exactly what you do. A couple runs to get Oshi kind of sucked up to try to stop that action because he was moving it downfield. So you go
Yes.
over the top, you nail it in there, you get that touchdown. It's now a 3 point game. This is
There
exactly
was
where Prime wants to be.
absolutely nobody in the vicinity to stop Prime from getting that touchdown.
That's right.
2017 Bears. As the Bears come back out the end zone, barely gets back to the 20.
So you have to ask yourself, is Oshi going to start pressing? Because I promise you he was feeling good just a second ago, and nothing hurts worse than that gut punch after you're feeling good. Even though
Yeah.
he's still in a good spot, you can still feel like the momentum's getting away from you, and that's where lesser players make big mistakes. I don't expect that from Oshie, but it's something we've got to look out for.
On Total Access, Prime talks about the mental fortitude it takes to win a championship, and that's what we're seeing right here. The Bears has to show some grit. They have to complete these big plays, make these big plays. As he is another incompletion deep for the Bears, but Oshie has to make these big plays, man. He has to go and take it from Prime. There is no free handouts.
That's right. And so that's going to be the challenge. Is he going to be able to capitalize on these very small windows that Prime's going to give him? Because he won't give him these wide open spaces. And there's one, and it's a drop. That was an inaccurate throw. It was the right read, just a bad throw because of the pressure in his face, the defensive lineman jumping up. That's one that's tough to see. Oshie feels like he did what he was supposed to do to get that conversion, just didn't work out for him.
Yes, as Oshie punts the ball, Prime has a chance to either tie the game or go ahead. So Oshie's not in the best part he thought he was when it was just 2010.
And that's why you get that queasy feeling after that gut punch, right? You know,
Yeah.
just like that, all the good feelings you had can be taken away from you. Let's see how it goes.
Yes. As Prime is stepping back, he has T.Y. Hilton with the X Factor, or is that the new guys? He steps back, throws out the backfield, dips one guy's tackled at about a 4 yard gain.
Yeah, that's Naheem the Dream Hines, and he's got his X factors. Paris Campbell is the one that's activated. He's in the zone, if you will, and he's going to try to basically draw all of Oshie's attention that way and go the opposite way.
Yes,
Because
and that is exactly what he just did
that's right.
as he hits Hines out the backfield for another first down.
Part of understanding how to attack a great user is knowing what a great user should be doing and then taking advantage of that and going opposite. So now here you're going to see Campbell will drop being in the zone if he doesn't go to him in the next pass. We'll see if that's something he wants to force.
As Andrew Luck hands it off to Hines up the middle, it's a break for
All
he's
of
at
the
the 20,
yards.
he's at the 15, 10 yards, all the way. Touchdown, Colts, as Prime takes the lead again.
So there's that inside zone play. It's going to be there all day so long as Oshie keeps sending out six defensive backs. It was great stick skills on maneuverability, and that's a touchdown. That's a 4-point lead, and that's a nervous Oshie.
And that is a very nervous Oshie as he falls behind 24-20. Man, if I wouldn't want to be Oshie right now. It's still a minute 10 left in the third quarter. Anything can happen. It's still anybody's game, but I'd put Oshie behind the eight ball right now.
And so it's one of those things where you say keys to the game coming in. Oshie has to play from ahead. His passing attack is nowhere near as lethal as that run game. He's not really built to try to come from behind. He's built to get turnovers, get himself ahead, kind of like he did in this game, but he got stuffed, had to settle for a field goal too many times. You have to wonder, is that going to come back and bite him?
As Trubinsky takes his snap, hands off the corn, run to the right side of the socket at the 50-yard line, right at the 47.
And that's the equalizer. That's what's going to keep him in this game. He can't rely on the passing attack entirely. Tariq Cohen is a monster. He's going to make big plays, but can he make enough big plays?
Yes, as Trubinsky gets under center here, he's looking around. X Factor is wide open to the side. He goes deep for another incompletion as Prime tries to get that ball.
So that's one where I think what a lot of guys that aren't used to passing the ball make that mistake. That's a hot read. You have to see that right away. What the defense is expecting is you not to hit it quick. They're expecting you to wait and hit it over the top, deep downfield, where they have a guy waiting. You cannot do that against zone coverage. Basically, oh, there's the post, no interception. So basically, what you're looking at here, the corners on the Colts are horrible at man coverage. Prime will not run man coverage unless he has to. So you almost for sure know you've got zone. You have to know where the holes are. You have to hit them quick. If you try to go downfield, you're going to miss those opportunities because there will be another guy there. And then he tries to go run up the middle just to try to take advantage, see if he can get that ball movement. He's going to end the fourth quarter, or he's going to begin the fourth quarter with a punt. This is not where Oshie wants to be.
No, this is definitely not where Oshie wants to be. Um, The score is 24-20. Did you expect this game to be this close at in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left to go?
Absolutely. To be honest, it's probably a little closer than I did think just because Roquan Smith is such a weapon. I figured at full strength, the Colts barely eke this out. I think because of the circumstances, the Colts will start to separate, but the fact that we are where we are is no surprise to me. These are both excellent users with solid teams, and they're here for a reason.
Yes. So we're getting the game we expected to get as Andrew Luck snaps the ball in the end zone to ice 13, 14 yards on that play.
And there's that inside zone. It's going to be there all day when he's in that dime look. It's just pound that off tackle run over and over and over again, throw in a dive every once in a while, and here's that stretch, which isn't there. Abandon the stretch, pound the inside run, and you're going to have it there all day. He has too much speed on the field to take advantage of that stretch.
Yes, and as Hines gets tackled in the backfield, Prime is now going to try to run the rock a little bit more, especially if Oshie keeps this inside open, which he's constantly doing. Oshie relies on guys not having enough ability to out user him in the middle. But when it comes to running, as he sacks Prime for a good corner blitz.
So when you see anyone open up the inside like that, you've got to run it up the gut. He Prime needed to audible out, make sure he ran the ball there, but he didn't. He tried to keep to the pass, and he paid for it with a sack.
Third and long. As Prime goes for the post route again, it's incomplete.
Yeah, so that's just one where he had, 17 yards to go. He was going to go to his guy, give him a shot to make a play. Threw it into triple coverage. It didn't happen. That's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, as so Prime punts off to this is a big drive for Oshie, man. If Oshie can do it right, as Cohen takes the kickoff and he run left for a big return. That
So,
is
so having
that's
Tariq Cohen back there as a punt returner is dangerous for both
yes,
teams. It's dangerous for
yes,
Oshie because he could get him hurt, but it's dangerous against his opponent because Tariq Cohen can make those moves.
yes. As Trubinsky steps back for his first snap, as he gives it to Tariq Cohen, quick spin, no gain.
So what I want to see from Oshie here is basically you're in a position right now where you go for a 2-for-1 in basketball. You want to try to get a fairly quick strike here so that what you can do is get the ball back after the Colts. If you have the
Yes.
ball back at the end of the game with the opportunity to go ahead, that's all you can really ask for in a game like this.
He's making adjustments, Prime stepping back. Look like the outside and middle would be open, but there he goes for the big play. Possession catch for
So
big play by Oshie.
So that's one where Oshie got a little lucky there. So what Prime did was Prime handed that post route off to the deep safety. The problem was that streak on that side stretched to the safety too far. If he would have stuck with the post, Oshie would have been left with nothing but a run to go.
As Trubinsky takes it back. Gives off the Cohen. Cohen runs to the right hand side. Then it's a quick tackle. As he shakes it and gets about 4 or 5 yards.
And so Oshie's okay. That's only a 3-yard gain, but what he's going to do is he's going to keep running that just to see if he has a shot at breaking one. Now, obviously, you want more than 3 yards in this position, but it's still worth it just for the small chance of Tariq Cohen breaking out and getting that touchdown. We're down to 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. I want to see Oshie score as quickly as possible. He needs to get the ball back after this.
It's 2nd and 7. Not only does Prime have to be defending from the touchdown there, he has to watch out for that first down. Could make a big difference in this game. As
And
he goes over the middle for the touchdown, easy touchdown.
that's exactly what Oshie needed. We've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds. You expect Prime to go down. He's going to try to go for the go-ahead touchdown. He's not going to try to tie it. I would expect Oshie to get the ball back with no less than 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is plenty of time for him to drive down and try to get some more points. We're going to see what Prime's philosophy is here, though. The 4-minute offense, if you will, is to try to drive down, chew as much clock as possible, and score a touchdown at the last possible second. So that would be well within Prime's ability here for the Colts to take over this game, but he's a big play guy. Is he going to be disciplined, or is he going to try to get that touchdown right away?
Yes, that would be the tail of the tape as Andrew Luck gets up under center for the first time for this big drive as he hands it off the Hines for another a quick first down.
And so that's good. That's exactly what I want to see. I'm telling you, all day, those dives up the middle, inside zone off tackle, it will be there every time when he runs this dime look. If he just pounds that rock, takes up as much time as possible, then he's going to be in a great position. That's another key, by the way. When you see Deontay Foreman in any of Prime's formation, I promise you 100% of the time it's a run up the gut. I would expect someone like Oshie to have a little bit of tape on that and know that that's a big key.
Yeah, as Andrew Luck is stepping back, he has a bunch formation to the left hand side, hands it behind, and that middle has been open all day long.
It will be. And so now we've got third and four. We've got the 2 minute warning. What I actually want to see here is you've got two downs to get 4 yards. You've been averaging about 4 yards every time you run it inside. Go
Yeah.
ahead and run it inside one more time. If you don't get it, you still have one more shot and you can decide how you want to go from there.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll see if
Mm-hmm.
Prime takes your advice as Oshie squeezes close for that anticipation, and he runs it up the middle for one more.
The problem there is that he got scared at all the trash on the right side, but as a running back, you have to run to your lanes. You can't run away or you're going to end up. So now we're going to have that run up the middle. Oh, it is a pass.
Yeah, I am so far
So those
behind.
drag routes are dangerous. That's one where he worked out. But on that run, the problem was is he got scared. He saw a bunch of trash on the right side. He needed to bounce back to, or he decided to bounce back to the left. The problem with that is you have a blitzing linebacker ready with open arms. He got the drag route to convert the first down, and then he's going to run that stretch again. I think the most he's gotten on a stretch was like 4 yards this whole game. I don't expect to see a lot of stretches unless you're trying to just chew clock.
Yes, as he so is this what does Prime do here?
I
Does
think
he does he does he go for the big shot if it's there, or does he try to get into field goal range?
Ooh, so he wanted that big shot here. That was
Yeah.
dangerous,
So
especially with
not open.
a safety like Eddie Jackson. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't come down with that. I think Prime's key to victory here is to continue to chew that clock, get down and get a touchdown with about 20 seconds left to go, and force Oshie to get downfield and score a touchdown himself.
Okay, for the benefit of our audience, I'm gonna let you play by Blake calling for the next end part of this game. Oh, as though she almost intercepted because it looks like I'm about a minute behind you.
Fair enough. So we've got fourth and 10. We're on the 43-yard line. That would be a 60-yard field goal. I don't think that the leg on the Colts kicker is enough for that. He's going to have to go for this first down. He picked this formation that neither one of us particularly like. Watch for Oshie to shut down the middle and put the rest of his defenders on the outside. I'm curious to see what adjustments he's going to make because this is a big play. Potentially for the game. Andrew Luck scrambles. He's got nobody. Oh, and he gets a huge backside play from Ebron.
Whoa!
Gigantic play in the middle of a sea of defenders. He sets down, and now Prime is in complete control of this game. That is crazy.
Now, this is what makes people think that Prime has a game shark. Plays like,
Oh, as you say that,
oh,
he gets the fumble, but his offensive
whoa,
lineman recovers it.
wow, a
That is
big
potentially the
play.
most insane final drive of a Super Bowl I've ever seen. I don't know
What
what more you can
the
ask
heck?
for. You're gritting your teeth. That's just insane.
What the heck just happened? A lineman just scored a touchdown for the final play of Super Bowl 24 in the prime.
Give
23.
that big man a raise. Give that
Wow.
big man a raise. So here you'll see the Bears didn't touch the ball again with 29 seconds. I said that if he can get him back to him with 30 seconds or less, he's in great position. Prime once again. Prime
That,
literally had fourth and 10, down
yes.
three outside of field goal range. Neither one of us sounded concerned for him. That
No.
is what
And
Prime does. He was exactly where he wanted to be.
that is crazy that this man was able to pull off that pass first of all with Ebron and that possession catch in the middle of everybody. and then the spin play and the fumble and the lineman picking it up. I mean, Prime has a game shark. For those of you who know what that is.
Yeah, so those of you at home, we're changing Prime's nickname from the GOAT to Game Shark. That's official petition put in now by me, QB Stud. We're gonna start calling him Game Shark. Change your avatar and group me. That's what it is. Now, don't get it twisted. Oshie is not out of this game. He's not coming up to the line every play thinking, woe is me. He's thinking,
Yeah.
we're going to go score. The problem is he has to get a touchdown. He cannot settle for a field goal here. He goes for the run. Tariq Cohen is a playmaker. He shakes one guy. He's going to call a timeout. He's got one timeout left and 11 seconds from his own 45-yard line. This is still a big deal. I don't expect him to try for Hail Marys. Hail Marys are, I would rather run the ball twice than do any Hail Marys. Now he's going to
Yes.
be set up. He may be going for four verts. That's going to be dangerous. No, not four verts. He's running a seam play. So he watch the corner and watch Trey Burton over the middle. If neither of
Yes.
those is open, I would expect a scramble or a throwaway. Making his
This is
adjustments.
such a big play
So
for
what he
Oshie.
did there, that was an excellent manipulation. I told you earlier, you have to know what good users do. Oshie
Ooh,
perfectly
wow.
manipulated Prime there. What he did was he audibled to a slant to make that slant, to make the user take away the slant. That left the seam wide open over the top of it. Now
Wow.
Oshie is in position. He's got 6 seconds left. 25 yards to go. He's going to pick a play where he has 2 or 3 guys set in one-on-one positions. He's going to throw it up, and he's going to put the game on a one-on-one catch. Let's see how it goes.
This is such a big play.
And he had his hands on it. Ball was knocked loose, but he gets one more shot because that was so quick. He didn't get the one-on-one look
Oh,
he was going for. He did get the post up, but he also has 2 seconds left to go. He's going to try to do basically the same thing. He's going to see if I have a 50-50 shot, then hey, if I try it twice, I'm going to nail one of them. We're going to see exactly what look he goes for, but expect to see Prime set up the same way defensively so he knows exactly how he's attacking it.
2 seconds left. Can Oshie make history? Can Oshie win one of the biggest games in SML history? This is the play that will decide that.
So I actually like what Prime did here. What Prime did here was he wanted to see what formation Oshie was going to bring out, what look he was going to show, so that he could then call a defense based off of that look. What we're going to see is Oshie going to give him a different look now, or is he going to come out and run his money play, and that's exactly where he is. So he's going to expect either to get one of the corners one-on-one or the seam. Let's see how it
If
goes.
he gets at either of those corners one on one, I don't think it's enough to get the touchdown. I don't think he'd take that chance. It's going to be seam up the middle, which is wide open. He should have threw it a second earlier.
The
He
problem
should have
with the
threw it
second
a
earlier
second
is they would have been
earlier.
able to crash down. I mean, that was one where it was tough. I think the corners, it could have been a one-on-one play. That was a great time. He had his hands on it. He had 2 chances with guys with their hands on the ball in the end zone. I don't know what more you can ask for. I think both of those guys played excellent games. It was a 4-point difference, but we know the difference there was so little. I mean, hats off to these guys. They did a great job. That was a great game, and we would expect nothing less from both of those guys. Let's see if you want to try to get a hold of our owner for the Colts, Primetime
Yes,
000, and see if we can get him on for a post-game interview.
yes. That was one of the greatest games in history. So again, great play by both guys. Congratulations to Prime for winning his 15th, and congratulations to Oshie for having such another great season and giving us such a great game. Let's
So
see if we can get the goat on the line. Goat, if you're listening, call in the Discord commentary.
yeah, so we'll get him in here for a post game interview. That was one where Oshie gets some crap from people because he's so talented. Everyone asks, "How do you not have a Super Bowl?" It doesn't really make sense, right? He's got all the talent there. He's got some playmakers. To be honest with you, he has one of the worst rosters from all the perennial Super Bowl guys, and yet he still performs to the level he does. Why don't you have a Super Bowl?
Yes,
It would have been
but
hard for him to play that game any better. He played excellently. Prime just made the plays when it counted, and I'm going to turn his ass down because he is way too loud.
what's going on, Mr. 15-time champion? Out of all the games you played, was that ranked among the best?
Oof. That was up there. Tell you what, we got down by what 10. We got up. We thought we were gonna seal it. We got stopped. Had a few clutch fourth downs, and that's what they call me the goat.
I like it. I like it. Just go ahead, QB Stud. You got a question for him?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was obviously a very close game. Where were you most concerned, and when did you know you had it?
Yeah, I thought I had it when I stopped him when I was up by 4, and then
Yes.
I got
First down.
stopped, and then he gets up on me by what 3, and I thought I had lost the game honestly on that fourth down, and then Floyd had like a crazy animation. He busted through the middle, so I'm rolling around like an idiot, and I seen Ebron flash across the screen, and I knew possession catch was kind of OP this year, so I just holding possession catch, hoping he held on, and that's what happened.
Is that the
Wow.
biggest play of your career? I have to ask.
Yeah, probably. That was pretty. That was pretty clutch. That was pretty
Yeah.
clutch.
I
I've
mean,
seen, I've seen I've seen you play a lot of guys. I've seen you beat a lot of guys. That one was a very hard take for Oshie. I'm sure that was one of the biggest plays I ever seen you make.
That was freaking. That was intense. Yeah, that was. This is probably the best game I've ever played. Probably in terms of excitement level. I mean, in terms of ability, like that I made a lot of mistakes this game. I threw what 2 interceptions, something like that. So, but probably the clutchest game I've ever played.
The
I
biggest
would.
thing.
No,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you got it.
So I would say, looking back on our cast, you literally, like you said, you were in trouble. You thought you lost the game. You had 4th and 10 outside of field goal range, and it took the best play of your career potentially to get out of it and get this victory. But if we
Yeah.
look back on the commentary, neither ZZ nor myself had any sense of urgency in our voice when discussing about what you needed to do. What is it about the way that you play that gives everyone that ease of mind where they know that you're still in control, even when other people may feel like they've just lost the game and there's nothing they can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say after the game you gotta stay composed because you are worked up, your hands are sweating. But as the play is actually going on, then you gotta have to just mentally reset and just this could be it. I mean, I had 3 timeouts, but realistically wasn't gonna stop Cohen. So I knew no matter what I do, I gotta get the first down. That's the objective. And then we got a 30-yard pass. And actually, kind of funny after that, uh, Hines fumbled it and we got a touchdown on the fumble for the
Yes.
to take the lead. So I'm fired
Yeah.
up right now. I'm pretty
That
fired
that
up.
that, that fumble touchdown was amazing. Right?
All right,
So
so
That was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen before in my life. So,
before I hand you off to ZZ, I've got one thing to say to you, and that is you're no longer the GOAT. You are now Game Shark. Change your avatar. Your nickname is now Game Shark. That's what it is. That fourth down play and
yeah,
that was an instant fumble recovery from the big man for the
yeah,
touchdown to win the Super Bowl. By the way, give that big man a raise. He deserves it.
yeah.
yes,
He deserved.
yes.
Who I don't know who was that? Do you know who picked
That
that
was
up?
he
Or
was 69. That's all I know, and he was
that's all.
large.
Who knows? Either
Yeah,
way,
but
man.
that fumble play, man. You were down early. I know you talk a lot about mentality and what it takes and all that kind of stuff. But I think you displayed a perfect example of that. Everybody knows, yeah, I root for my boy Prime, whatever. But you did display there what it takes because you were down early and you could have easily folded. And to debunk any theory that hey, just because you're down, you can't come back, and the momentum won't let you do this and won't let you do that. It's up to you to control it. And I think that was a perfect example of you controlling that.
Yeah, and I mean not to shift this interview a little bit, but growing up, I idolized Kobe Bryant. So when I play Madden, I was always like, I want to shift my mentality of the game. He talks about that Mamba mentality of just like never giving up, always pushing forward, no matter what the score is. And I know a lot of people in chat today, 11 of or 12 of 16 votes said Oshie was going to win. So I wanted to prove a lot of people wrong. And then beyond that, when I got down by 10 points, I'm sure a lot more people were thinking that defense, that running game, no way he can come back on Oshie. That plays into his game. But hey, we had that Mamba
The,
mentality, gave it our best shot, and came away with another win.
the day that they stop voting against you is the day you should quit.
Yep, I agree. I agree because that means I'm doing something wrong. So, so
So
man, it feels good. This is probably my favorite Super Bowl win because it might be the most unlikely of them all.
All
So
right, so game of the year, game of the century, we're calling it. I know we said that last Super Bowl, but this one topped it. I don't care. That was
yeah,
excellent. Before we let you go, what do you have to say to Oshi? What do you have to say to your fans? And what do you have to say to your haters?
yeah, Oshie, hell of a game, great player. Gonna win a Super Bowl eventually. Just gonna have to do it when I'm not there. Uh, No, but just kidding. I mean, he outplayed me majority of that game. And then to my fans, if I have 2 or 3 out there, thanks for the support. Keep supporting me in silence. And to my haters, that's 15. That's 15, but we're going on 16 next year. That's 4 of the last 5. The GOAT is alive and well. Meats, I'm calling you out. You said I'm slipping. You said I was going to lose, baby. Well, look at the score. 15-time champ. Let's go.
Let's
All right.
go.
Game
Hey, I got one
Shark,
for
the
you guys.
15-time champ, he calls scoreboard. This is ZZ the Great on play-by-play, QB Stud, myself on color commentary, breaking off with our 15-time Super Bowl champ.
Yes.
Yes.
Have a good one,
SML,
guys.
baby.